Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today we're going to start off our Weyerbacher Anniversary Ale Week. My brother Rico has sent me a bunch of different anniversary ales from Weyerbacher: 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So we've got all 6 of them. And I've had these in the fridge for a while, and decided, yeah, it's time. Let's go ahead and do it now. These all are big beers, guys. They're 10%ers and bigger. So we're going to start off with number 16 here. And this one was done, as far as I can tell, back in 2011. The note he has here, Weyerbacher 16, it is a braggot ale. And that is a mixture between beer and mead, from what I can tell. He said he bought it at the beer store back in 2013. Said he can't remember what it costs. He said it came in 4-packs. So 2011 edition or vintage for this 16th anniversary ale from Weyerbacher. And this one is so old, it is before they started putting the blue writing on there. So, but we know it's a 2011 edition. So, and for you guys that don't know what a braggot is, the braggot is quite an old drink that was mentioned in Chaucer Canterbury Tales in the late 1300s, and there are early references dating even further back into the 12th century in Ireland. Braggot is simply made by blending spices and herbs with mead and beer to produce a strong concoction with uncommon flavors. Many taverns would make this blend right at the bar. The brewers would also blend them as well. It says here there should be a balance between the honey character and malt flavor, and the hot bitterness not overpowering the sweetness, yet should be noticeable. Says today's braggot may or may not be spiced. So we will see what this is going to bring to the table here, guys. Not reviewed many of this style of beer. May have done 1, possibly 2. But there are so many different types of beers that were produced hundreds of years ago. This one is blended with may or may not be with spices, but it does have honey in it. Commercial description from them says, caramel, crystal, Munich, and chocolate malts from a rich foundation for this dark and complex ale, brewed with an absurd amount of honey from Pennsylvania bees. This braggot has a profound honey character and a nice warming finish. It is a perfect beer to celebrate our Sweet 16. I wanted to do these back to back in a week long, just to do each anniversary ale and see. But these are huge beers. So this is the first beer of the day for me, and I normally don't start off with a 10 to 10.5%er. I think this is 10.5. Yep, 10.5%er. So just says ale brewed with honey here on the label. So let's get into it and see what we end up with on this Weyerbacher Anniversary Ale Week here. I've read you everything that I need to read you. I don't think I have an IBU here listed anywhere. So let's get it open. And this has been in the bottle for a while. So it was done in 2011. We're in this is the end of April. This is the 25th of April. So it's been in the bottle for a while. So hopefully we won't get a gusher. Nope. Kind of gun shy out here lately, especially after the last one we had there a couple weeks ago. Alright, let's get it into the glass, guys. And while I do this, I'll tell you the cheeses are buttery brie good of Artie Swiss, your stronger pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola, Limburger, and it says here gentle dessert, digestive. The meat is game. Glassware snifter, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter. And not recommended for extended cellarings unless the ABV extends average range. With a 10.5%, I think it passes that test. Not a big head on the pour. Well, it's a very cloudy, murky brown. Let's get a nose to it. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, guys. Let's see. I am getting the sweet honey in here. But there's a whole lot going on here, guys. It is a very unusual concoction. Has a nice sweetness, I'm sure, from the honey. Maybe a little bit of caramel or brown sugar. There is a little spiciness to it. But it's got a very unusual aroma too, I guess, from the mead. Well, I am... slight hint of some chocolate, or maybe even some dark fruit in there. Like I said, unusual concoction. So let's see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Heavy alcohol. Boozy, boozy, boozy. It does taste like a blend, guys. It tastes like somebody's mixed half and half. Half beer and half mead. Flavors are all over the place. There's some fruitiness in there. There's some dark malt in there. There's some sweetness from the honey in there. There is some bitterness from the hops. It's all over the place. I'm sure this was probably a kick-ass drink in its day. Got a little bit of a tartness to it too. Even though it's sweet, I'm getting some tartness to it. And rather boozy to me. Boozy tasting, I don't know if it's actual booze, it's only 10.5%. But of course, it's the first beer of the day. Like I said, I don't usually start off with a 10.5%er, but all these anniversary ales are pretty big beers. They tend to do a monster beer for their anniversary ale. But this one's a rather unique concoction. So let me sip on it, let it come up to room temperature, and see if it grows on me. I'm not very fond of it right now. So let's sip on it and see. All right, guys, I'm back. Got this one left here. Very different, very unique style of ale, if you want to call it. I wouldn't really call it beer, since it's been mixed with mead and honey and spices and probably an acquired taste. Maybe some of the people that didn't like the taste of lagers back in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s would care more for this. Some of these sweeter mead drinkers may have cared for this concoction. Not doing a lot for me though, guys, and not something I would seek out. Glad I got to try it. I appreciate Rico picking it up and sending it to me, but it's a little bit on the outside of the box as far as I'm concerned. As far as the alcohol content, if you want to get in the Hammer Lane fast, if you drink a couple of these, you're going to be there. Now that it's warmed up, it has a little bit of a barley wine's aroma to it. Nice sweetness on the aroma. Getting some slight hint of some dark fruit in there. Doesn't seem quite as boozy now, now that it's warmed up and it's opened up a little bit. But that may be because I've been sipping on it for about 30 minutes or so and got used to the alcohol. So, final chug. If this was the only thing available and I was in the 1600s, 1700s, I would drink it. It's a unique style. the Braggot is a unique style of ale. Definitely different. So, to me, guys, this was before 2011 was before Weyerbacher was putting that bright blue ink on it. I looked at the bottle when I come back. I didn't see any kind of dating or vintage or anything on it, but we know it's a 2011 edition. So, be beer from me, guys. It's well made, I'm sure. Very surprised that they would pick this style of beer for an anniversary beer for them, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. B for me, 85. That's where I'm going to put it, right down the middle of the B category. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 86. Very good. And over to Rate Beer says 85. I would agree with that score 100%. And final check-in, we're running over to Untappd. They have it at 3.72, which is in their B category also. Almost to their B+, not quite. B beer, guys. It's definitely different. Something if you wanted to try just to see. I doubt if you're going to find a whole lot of these on the shelf. You may still, but I kind of doubt it. So if you do see it and you want to try a Braggot, pick it up, give it a whirl, see what you think of it. And if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to probably do the 17th anniversary edition. See you then.